Hello, welcome back to the channel. And this is I Smell Fraud. And today, as promised, we are doing the episode number 12. And this is a country of Belize, a country that I've been only for touristic reasons, to be completely honest. And we'll start exactly when I flew there. So, me and my wife decided to do a vacation which comprised a bit of Mexico, Guatemala, or Colombia, Mexico, Guatemala, and then a bit of 1 week relaxing at the beach in Belize. So we flew here in September um, 20 or September 24th. On the 9th, we flew from Guatemala City into Belize, and then in the same day from Belize to San Pedro, where we stayed at the hotel and the Alaya Belize autograph collection, which is from the Mary Group. And then we spent there a week, and then we flew back to Belize City, and in the same day to Miami. Um, so Belize is a relatively small country here, scattered between Guatemala and on most of the territory is along Guatemala, and then you have also here on this side Mexico, especially the vacation area. So Cancun, Quintana Roo, Yucatan, the two biggest resort destinations on the Caribbean side. And basically, they also connect here on this side with Mexico. So overall, it's, as you can see here, it's part of the Caribbean, really in depth into the Caribbean. Um, it used to be called the British Honduras until its independence, I believe, and it's still part of the Commonwealth. And the official language is still English, although a lot of people do speak um, Spanish there for because they are surrounded by Spanish-speaking countries in reality. So it's a country which is mostly natural things. They have the second largest reef in the world after Australia. It's this one here in Belize, and I'll talk about that a bit later. But we flew into Belize City here, which is not the capital. The capital is Belmopan. Um, and but we didn't see anything from Belize City, and then we flew in with tropic air from here to Alaya, which is in San Pedro, which is basically the song from Madonna, La Isla Bonita. It's here. Basically, it's a part that connects way up here with Mexico. So that part is already Mexico. Um, so I didn't see anything from Belize. The hotel was, I would say, good, not fabulous. Um, it had some nice swimming pool. This was also mid-season. It's basically this part. The beach, to be honest, which is this part, is not the greatest beach in the world. There are better beaches in the Caribbean, but it was still okay. There was a few swimming pools, not just this one here, but there was another one here, and yeah, just a bit of the hotel. This was the spa portion, some bathroom. Um, our room looked a bit different than these. This was the check-in area. In the photos, it always looks a bit better, of course. This is basically the main road. So this area, although not really a beach, there are very few cars here. It's mostly with buggies that people just go around. And from the airport here to the Alaya was a very short distance. I would say not more than 10 minutes by buggy. There you have. So you see here, this is not really the beach. The beach is just on the other side. Now we got a suite upgrade, so it was a pretty nice place. This looked like the bathroom actually, and yeah, the bathroom was exactly like that. Yeah, it was a nice place. This was a bit. Some of the the rooms had some place outside. So overall, this was like ours. So we had this kitchen and all, but there was very little places to actually buy food. around, so I'm not really sure. So it was a great resort, and let's go into the pictures. So this was actually on the way to the beach. It was pretty deserted, the the hotel. These were the buggies. You could rent these, or you could just take them as a cab. Everyone took you around for like $10 or $5, depending. And we used it a couple of times to either go eat out in some other hotel or in the center. Um, yeah, this was the view to from the hotel. This here is the beach area. These are just some boats that were there, and this is the boat that we took to go into the reef. And unfortunately, I got sick there, and started vomiting. I'm very bad with boats, and start vomiting and all that. But my wife had a great time, and this is the view of us going from Belize City into San Pedro. All the other photos I cannot show because they have my wife or myself. But what I can do is show you the. This is actually the airport was something like this, and the planes that we took were these Tropic Air. I will not rate this company. You had like 12, 15 people or 16 people fit inside. It's not really a carrier. There was no service or anything. And here you have a bit more detail on the route map. So we went from Belize City to San Pedro from the international airport. San Pedro, they also go to other destinations inside Belize, and they even go into San Pedro Sula, which is part of the Honduras, or Watan, which is also part of the Honduras, and also destination. So basically, this was a holiday. Um, as you see, really relaxed mood. 7 days between beach, eating out, um, swimming pool, and just relaxing. And the next one will be much more interesting because we are going into Belize, where I have some crazy stories from the two times that I was actually there in Cotonou. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.